Hi, folks, and welcome to one of the big occasions on the college football calendar. Two teams that have earned their right to play for the championship of the ACC. Think about all the playoff and national championship dreams that have been launched from this stadium. We're going to be treated to not just a top 10 matchup, but a battle for a conference championship and an automatic bid to the college football playoff with the first-round bye that goes with it. So a lot at stake here, as we'll see the number 7 team in the country, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on the third-ranked team, the North Carolina Tar Heels. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. Long kickoff, no chance for a return. It'll be a touchback. First down here for this offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
Here early in the game, the defense right away realizes what they're up against. Having an opportunity to move this receiver around and give him a chance to get out in space are the plays that can really cause a defensive coordinator headaches.
Looking to throw. It's Davis. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
An inside give now from the shotgun. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Off the RPO, caught to the right. There's the tackle, but first down yardage. And the Tar Heels looking to keep this drive rolling. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Running back has it on a screen now. When the tackle is made, the screen pass there produces a solid gain.
Good time here to drop this screen in by the offensive coordinator, and a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
And the Tar Heels move into the red zone. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Receiver makes the grab, brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line, the offense threatening here.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Back to pass. It's Davis. Pass caught. Can he get in? Defense makes the saving tackle at the 3.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
Here's a handoff on 1st and goal. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Just getting settled in for this conference championship game. This offense already has put points on the board, Kirk.
Man, they are not wasting any time at all settling into this football game. They got straight to their reads. Quarterback did a nice job of just kind of executing the game plan, and they're up 7 here early.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Here's the kickoff team now, set to root this one away. That's a deep kickoff, hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? He'll hand it off. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
From third and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. Big gain, moves the ball across midfield to the 45.
Boy, there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than to give up a first down on a big run like that on third down. You've got them where you want them, probably thinking that they're going to throw the ball. Instead, they run it and gash you for a huge gain on the ground.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
And you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time, they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Looking to pass here on second down. Using his legs on the scramble. Breaks the tackle, gets into the clear. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage.
It's really good timing here between the quarterback and the receiver. And how about the receiver downfield? Does a nice job of finding that open space in the zone of the defense. And as a defense, you're just basically throwing your hands up in the air because they had that covered relatively well. Just a good play call and good execution.
The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
The defense coordinator this week already telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
You come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will move it away.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. And it works. The first down to the 35. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? He's found some room at the 45. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
Whew, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
They try to run it with the option. Pitches to the back. Breaks loose at the 40. He's tackled after a big gain. Picks up a first down. Great execution of the option.
Well, the defense got out-muscled at the point of attack there, and the back showed good vision to get to the hole and get the first down.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And that run produces a decent gain.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, North Carolina 7, Virginia Tech 3.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to pass. It's Davis. He's got it right near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, North Carolina. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. Difficult to win games kicking field goals. To cut into this lead, they got to find the end zone. And they'll run it with the draw play. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, a lot of times as a play caller, you go to the draw play because you feel the defensive front is just consumed with trying to get pressure on the quarterback. They go with the draw, but the defense is completely locked in. Does a nice job of showing discipline to completely negate the play.
And he's brought down there.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
And the ball is picked off. Can he take it all the way? Touchdown, Tar Heels. Wow, what a play, a defensive score.
Great job here by the backer, just mirroring the quarterback, leading his eyes, and then stepping in front of that throw. Comes up with it, and then he goes back to high school, shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands, takes it in for a touchdown.
And now here comes the point after attempt. No problem on the extra point, and the lead is 21-3 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the deep kick will sail out the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Hokies offense is back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Breaking free at the 35. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
How about this run here by this Virginia Tech running back to be able to pick up this first down? And, man, they've had a lot of speed over the years in that backfield at Lane Stadium. Kevin Jones and David Wilson and Lee Suggs. And now we're seeing this young man today being able to run the football very similar fashion.
And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. Second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And this pass is caught. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down mark.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. This offense picks up the first down. They tackle him at the 44.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
And the Hokies looking to keep this drive rolling. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. First down, looking to throw the ball. Catch is made. Room to run here. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The defense better regroup after that big gainer. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Handoff here from the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, when real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line, you love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. Because that puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
And it's picked off in the end zone. Not much on the return, but they snuffed out the drive with the takeaway.
Well, this guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. That's a bullet over the middle. He fires this throw and is intercepted. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. At the 10 now. Oh, and he goes out at the 1. So close to a pick 6 there, but a great play.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, they're snapping the ball near the goal line, but the defense does a good job of thinking, hey, guys, let's force the incompletion. Force them into going for 3, and let's not give up 6. They did their job there.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies. Now to try here for the extra point. They make the extra point to trail 21-10. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. On the kickoff is hammered. Sails out the back of the end zone for a touchback. The North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. Back in motion now. Back to throw. It's Davis. Oh, that one's picked off. Going the other way. Can they catch him? Return to pick 6. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Getting set up. It's a 1st down play. And the back now goes in motion. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. Second down after that run on the previous play. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Just the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
And looking to throw now on first down. Running out of time in the pocket. And the pass is just thrown away. Clearly intentional grounding. And here comes the penalty mark. Getting set. Here's second down. Dropping back. It's Davis. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Well, it looked like the quarterback had everything that he needed there. Had great protection. Receiver ran a nice route. Just not able to convert there on that third down. Let's see what their decision is on fourth down coming up.
Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Looking to throw it on first down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Defense makes the tackle, but that screen produces a pretty solid gain.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here they get some positive yards.
Split backfield here. He'll hand it off. Brought down, but he's past the line to gain.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
To the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. He finds the running back in the flat. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
And they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here and looking down, Chris, I kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Offense getting set, second down play here. And he drops back in the gun. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
On third down, he drops to throw. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down.
Whoa, you talk about a big hit there. I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical third down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team to fourth down.
No fair catch. Looking to make a return here. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And he's going to finally head out of bounds, but talk about flipping the field and setting up his offense in tremendous field position. And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. Receiver makes the catch.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route, you prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
That completion makes it second down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. To the air, it's Davis. Catch made over the middle. Tackle made at the 21, but this offense is in great position to add more points.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
First down. Looking to throw the football. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Nicely run slant here by the wide receiver. The footwork created just enough separation for the catch.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Send the back in motion. Caught over the middle. It's Cole. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have first and goal now. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
And the Tar Heels line up with a first and goal. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. The junior able to bring him down quickly. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Second down, looking to throw it. Makes the catch. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, UNC. So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. He's missed the PAT. Wow. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And a misfire there on the kickoff as it goes out of bounds. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock.
That defensive back played that route so well. Right on the receiver's hip. He saw the ball and just swatted it away.
Important second down play coming up. From the shotgun, drops back. Incomplete, just 3 seconds left. Time for one more play.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break, but that ball's not intercepted.
They finally make the stop after a big play, but time runs out on the first half of play. Middle's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Tar Heels will kick this away to begin the second half. And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. First play of the second half is a handoff.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Good enough for first down yardage. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money. for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver.
Boy, what an accurate throw here by this Virginia Tech quarterback. You and I, over the years, have seen a lot of great quarterback play when it comes to throwing the football. Michael Vick, of course, could make those throws. Tyrod Taylor, Brian Randall, Jim Drunkenmiller. Boy, some great quarterback play and lofty standards to try to live up to.
They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has. The Hokies getting set on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage. Here's the second down play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And it's complete downfield. And he goes down after a solid gain. That's enough for a first down.
You know, you roll the dice here as a defense when you play man-to-man. The thing is, you've got to get pressure on the quarterback. If you don't, he's got time, and now he can look at that defense and figure out where is his best one-on-one matchup, and he makes a big play there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Now, this is a great job here. Looks downfield, nobody open, takes off and tries to use his legs to go for it. It gets to the sidelines, gets out of bounds, avoids the hit, and most importantly, he got that first down.
A chance to get right back into this football game. It's 1st down and goal. There's the handoff. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. All right, it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
But the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. Quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
Great job with the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Got space, looking to score. Touchdown, Hokies. This game is far from over. And now to try here for the extra point. PAT is good. They still trail, though. Getting set to kick the ball off now. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Back out onto the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Running back grabs it on the screen. Breaking free at the 35. They're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screen play. It's a solid game for a first down.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards in a first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Boy, a great slant by the receiver. What I love is the quarterback found the window that he wanted to make the accurate throw.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
It's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
A gain makes it second and medium. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Well, the defense better start adjusting, realizing the RPO is coming at them. Feels like they're just sitting back, worried about the potential big play through the air. Meanwhile, this offense is running the ball right down their throat.
And the Tar Heels will line up on 1st and 10. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Got a lane. Can he get in? And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
Lining up to try the extra point. The extra point makes it a 10-point game. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. This one is not returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. Offense is back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. It was a good battle. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Offense goes to the pistol formation now. Here's the handoff. Breaks loose at the 45. They stop him, but it's a first down.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching the game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Looks to the left, pass caught. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
The Hokies looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Looking to throw it from the red zone. The pocket breaking down. And he just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
So, second down after the incompletion. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
Here we go, 1st and goal. A touchdown here gets him right back into this game. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And the comeback is on. Here we go. It's what you hope for. 4th quarter, one-possession game, conference championship on the line.
You know, these conference championship games sometimes can be so unpredictable. 1 minute you're up by a couple of scores, and all of a sudden you have a stalled possession or a turnover, and the pendulum shifts in favor of the opposing team. It's feeling like that might be happening late in this game.
Is back out there on the field. The last drive, the ground game, was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. And here comes a deep shot. He's got it on the left side for a big gain. Out of bounds, but not before a big gain. This offense is ripping the defense apart today.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff.
Boy, is this guy fun to watch or what? Here we are in the 4th quarter, critical down in distances, and this guy is just churning out yards the way he has most of this game, showing a lot of physicality and natural running instincts in space.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. They're going to run the option. The back's got it on the pitch. Finding space at the 20. Finally brought down, but the option produces a big gain that time. That's great execution.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line there. They were able to pave the way for that 1st down.
And the Tar Heels lining up here on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big 1st half, and he's already at it again.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. The pass rush closing in. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the 1st down marker is, picking up the 1st down.
So it's 1st and goal. The offense will try to milk the clock and add points if they can. They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, North Carolina. That's another touchdown, an old-school performance from this running back in a conference championship game.
Yeah, as big as it gets, conference championship on the line, he decides to have his best game of the season in this game. Everybody watching. What a game.
And the extra point was up and good. Kickoff team is on the field to put this one away. That one sails out of the back of the end zone for the touchback. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. And the Hokies come to the line in the hurry-up.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical.
That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up the offense at the 39.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. He's past the marker and still going. Tackled, but 1st down.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. To throw, it's Davis. Snags a quick throw. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
And the Tar Heels are in the red zone. He'll drop back here on 3rd down. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Interesting call here, Chris, to throw the ball on 3rd and short. Unable to come up with a 1st down. Now here at 4th down, you got a big decision to make. Do you kick the field goal just to add to the lead, or maybe go for this here with a chance to drop the hammer?
Knocks that one right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a 1st down. The Hokies looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. He's going to take off. And the freshman making an impact play there.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Catch made on the left side. The Hokies pick up enough yards to move the sticks.
I love to see this team fighting the way they are. Picking up a 1st down on that 3rd down shows you they still believe. They still think they got a shot to come back and compete in this game.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Using his legs here. Tries to get to the marker with his legs, but comes up a little short of the scramble. They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down. The time is running out. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. He pulls in the catch. Breaks clear over the middle. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Hokies. And the comeback continues. Here comes the point after attempt. PAT up and good. We get a little bit closer. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Offense is back out on the field. The defense has all 3 timeouts remaining, so they have to run a couple of plays here. Here's the option play. Pitch to the back. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made, but it's enough for the 1st down. A well-executed option play.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
1st down here for this offense. Handoff here from the shotgun. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. And the Tar Heels enter the final minute of play, just hoping to run the clock out now. Here's a quick throw off the play fake. He's found some room at the 45. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tar Heels. This offense really clicking. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
Receiver in motion now. Back to pass. It's Davis. No connection there. The pass is incomplete.
Hey, great job here by the defense on this conversion. Nice heads-up play to prevent the 2-point try.
Long kickoff. No chance for a return. It'll be a touchback. And the Hokies offense is back out on the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's got it for a big gain. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Receiver makes the grab, and he picks up the 1st down before they get him to the ground. The tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
He'll look to throw it here on 2nd down, and he'll loft it to the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Got to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. He's escaping the pocket now. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. 1st down. And the Hokies starting a new series here on 1st and 10. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Intercepted in the end zone.
Boy, the offense just could not afford to throw this interception. It's already a 2-possession game. By throwing this pick, now you wonder how many more opportunities will you get.
Looks like the quarterback will just take a knee here. Now, it's always a special year and a moment these players will never forget. They can call themselves champions of the ACC. With everything they put into it, now the spotlight will get even brighter. With the playoff spot locked up, we're going to find out how they'll fare against the other best teams in the country. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.